Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. And today, my little lady here is helping me out. Yeah? I'm just kidding. She doesn't really like to be held yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So, as I told you, I really wanted to make a couple more videos, saving seeds, staking things up. Well, how it worked out is that I have my little niece here that came, and I didn't turn on the camera, and we worked some in the garden. So I didn't record my progress in the garden, but I can take you along and show you what I did. So as you know from last time, this here has been working out pretty well. I cut this piece out of the netting. As you can see, this is kind of folded over and there's no netting here. This way the pollinators can get through, and it's been working out pretty good. The chickens has not figured it out yet, so hopefully it stays that way. I think I figured out that this plant here is not a cantaloupe, it's a pumpkin. So I think I'm gonna have some pumpkins. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with them, but first they need to be pollinated and become pumpkins. But I've had a lot of trouble having pollinators come through the net because once they came through, they couldn't get out. So I think it freaked them out, so they wouldn't come into this area at all, which was pretty bad because then my pumpkin that I showed you last time, it withered away and died. So that was kind of disappointing. But now that I have the net out, look at this. Little critters come and pollinate the flowers, so I'm really excited and happy about it. Guys, look at my tomatoes. Wow, look at these clusters. They are growing and I'm so excited. So this tomato plant has been my first one to come to fruition here, so I'm very excited. It's been on here for a while, and clusters upon clusters, guys, like everywhere. I am so excited about it, and I'm glad that I don't need to lift up this frame anymore because that was a pain in the butt here. I also am really hoping that these peppers can get pollinated and I can get some peppers. If I'm being completely honest, this gardening year has been very discouraging to me, to say the least. I saw so many zucchinis, so many pumpkins, so many cucumbers actually come into this little stage of their baby fruition and then just die. I quickly found out that it was because of lack of pollination, but I also wanted to protect my plants. I wanted to protect my plants from chickens, from deer, from raccoons, so I didn't want to lift these cages up. Really was scared to do that because I worked so hard for this garden, and then it was just my hopes and dreams in these garden beds, so it was really hard decision. So I had to make a hard decision. Yeah. And one night I actually opened up the net like completely and then left it open all day long, and I was praying for my plants to be safe, and they were safe. Nobody touched them because I only opened it up from this one side, and from the other side over there, it is still closed. So I think I tricked the animals. I hope I tricked the animals. So they think that the net is still up and they're not coming in. So hopefully that works. This little lady here, what are you doing? She's just been curious. She's just been wanting to poke up my fingers, and it's my fault because I came out with flip-flops. Okay, get going. Once I started cutting the netting out and the animals did not destroy my garden, the pollination issue was still not solved. So the next thing I did was pruned some big leaves. And I think that helped. I went through here and I pruned out some big leaves that were blocking out all the blossoms. And I think that would help the pollinators find the blossoms and pollinate them. So I think I will see if that works or not in a few weeks, because I have a cucumber in here, a pumpkin, and I believe a cantaloupe. However, I've only seen little baby pumpkins come, but they also died. Oh, and that one cucumber that I showed you, that also died. So I really hope that this solves the issue. Also zucchini. The zucchini that was growing over there also died, but I have a baby zucchini that's coming in. So I hope that with this trimming and with opening up this net, I'm hoping for at least a few zucchinis. I see a lot of people being drowned by zucchini, by squash. Give me recipes, what to do. And then here I am, I can't even get one zucchini. And people in my zone and zone that are lower than mine are already harvested tons of zucchini, cucumbers, and even the tomatoes are starting to turn for them. So seeing all that, being completely honest, it really discouraged me because, you know, that joy, that excitement, this is my first year really gardening, this is so exciting from seed, and then seeing these results, it really kind of brought me down. But I started an Instagram page. If you don't know that, it's Garden a Little, and I shared this kind of deep struggle that I've been facing, that I'm a first year gardener, and it's kind of discouraging to see these fruits that are not doing well. And so many responded that, yeah, it's not doing well now, but you're a first year gardener. This is a learning experience. You shouldn't give up. This is, you know, this is how it goes. You just keep going, keep learning. So I loved that, and I loved all that support. So it really uplifted me. And now all the flowers are flowering more and the pollinators are coming in. So hopefully it's going to be a good gardening year. Hi, lady. Hi, chicken. Hi. You're adorable. Do you know that? Do you know that? In this bed, I decided to put 2 stakes like that and tie the rope right in between them. Trellis the cucumbers and cantaloupes that I have in this bed up because I have a lot of those here. I think all of these are cantaloupes. I remember saying that I really wanted cantaloupes, so I planted, I believe, 4 seeds over here. And this is a cucumber plant. I'm not sure. I think this is a cantaloupe plant as well, but I might be mistaken. Then over here also, we have some zucchinis. You see that yellow zucchini? So this zucchini right here is gonna turn all yellow and die because the pollination was not complete. But this zucchini and this zucchini have still a chance to thrive. So I'm really hoping that they got some good pollination, or will get it, and I'll finally have some zucchinis to harvest. These tomatoes are finally starting to flower as well here. And the Swiss chard, I decided to let it go to seed, and it's been actually doing pretty good. The pollinators have been loving this Swiss chard. So this bed is definitely more messy than the other one, but you know, I'm giving it a go. I'm learning as I'm going. And you know, if everything works out, I'm gonna have a lot of cantaloupe, which I love. There we go. It's been definitely a journey the past couple of weeks. Ups and downs, you know. I almost threw in a towel, gave up, but the community that is here, that is encouraging, that is so loving and supporting, I love it. I really, really love it. So I'm really, really thankful for you all. Thank you so much for being here, for following me on my journey, encouraging me, and, you know, cheering me on. I'm cheering you guys on as well. Go you, go gardeners. Growing food is so cool and so relaxing, but also a great learning experience. It has taught me to just unplug, completely just surround myself with things that I can focus on, that will build me up, that will strengthen me, you know, and that will make me better as a person. So I'm super, super glad to share this with you, and thank you again so much for following me on my journey, and I'll see you guys next time.